AJ Styles was defeated at Super Showdown in the Gauntlet match by The Undertaker in 10 seconds, and then Aleister Black lost his first singles match ever on the main roster to AJ Styles. Aleister Black and The Undertaker will be joining forces to take down AJ Styles and the OC in a tag team match on an upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw. This will be done to help out Aleister Black and get him over with fans. It's now official that John Cena will take on the Fiend Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 36. But according to a late-breaking rumor, things will take a shocking turn in the weeks leading up to the match that will leave fans shocked and stunned. The rumor explains that one of the main themes in the Cena vs. Fiend storyline is there will be heavy supernatural overtones, as the Fiend will begin to show off just how powerful his dark supernatural powers are. So much so that the Fiend will include things that WWE fans have never seen before. We've already seen the Fiend use his powers by doing such things as appearing out of the darkness and then suddenly disappearing. But the new powers that the Fiend will use will include him being able to take control over the mind of people, including John Cena's mind, where during an episode of Friday Night SmackDown in the lead up to WrestleMania 36, the Fiend will force John Cena to become a member of his brand new Wyatt family that he is forming, and there is little doubt the fans will be shocked when John Cena officially joins forces with the Fiend, and he joins the Wyatt family as they raise their hands in unity in the middle of the ring. And because of this, John Cena will announce that his match with the Fiend at WrestleMania 36 is cancelled, as he doesn't want to wrestle his new friend, Bray Wyatt, and fans will be left believing that they will never see this huge WrestleMania match. But on the final Friday Night SmackDown before WrestleMania, there will be a stunning turn of events. John Cena will finally be able to break the Fiend's control over his mind and realize what Bray Wyatt was doing to him. Cena will no doubt be angry after figuring out what the Fiend was doing to him, and as the Fiend no longer has control over him, he will announce that he is no longer a member of the Wyatt family, and the WrestleMania match between him and the Fiend is back on, and he will get his revenge for what Bray Wyatt did to him. The man formerly known as Dean Ambrose, who now goes by the name Jon Moxley, recently won the AEW World title at the AEW Revolution pay-per-view over Chris Jericho, and Jon Moxley's wife, Renee Young, was backstage in the arena, and she witnessed her husband win the title in person. Renee Young even posted a picture of Jon Moxley holding up the AEW World title on her official Instagram account. Word is going around that Renee Young went to AEW Revolution without WWE's blessing. It's now being rumored that Renee Young is on thin ice with WWE, and if she appears backstage at another AEW event or posts about AEW again on social media, then she will likely get fired. Seth Rollins and Murphy recently lost the Raw Tag Team titles to the Street Profits. The reason why this was done is because WWE will be moving away from Rollins and Murphy as a tag team, and Seth Rollins will be moved back to the singles division, and he will wrestle Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 36. The mystery of what exactly Eric Rowan had in his cage came to an end on a recent episode of Monday Night Raw, where Rowan revealed that he had a spider in the cage. The only problem was that it was obviously a fake spider. It was nothing more than a battery-operated spider purchased at a retail store. Fans were very disappointed, but it left them wondering whether the fake spider will be used by Rowan in upcoming matches. And according to backstage reports, the answer is no, as the reveal of what was in the cage was simply done to end the What's in the Cage storyline, and chances are we will never see Rowan's cage or the fake spider ever again. It was recently announced that Braun Strowman will be defending his Intercontinental title against Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in a 1-on-3 match. This 1-on-3 match upset many fans because it's being rumored that Braun Strowman will easily win the match, which will hurt the credibility of Nakamura, Cesaro, and Zayn. After the match was announced, Shinsuke Nakamura took to Twitter and posted a tweet that said, "I just want to feel alive." Many fans believed that this was a response to the announcement of the 1-on-3 match, and Shinsuke Nakamura might be upset about the match being made. There are reports that Shinsuke Nakamura is not happy in WWE right now, and if things don't get better, then he will likely not re-sign with WWE when his contract runs out later this year. Fans of Ricochet were no doubt upset over his quick loss to WWE Champion Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown 2020, but they were even more upset when only days later, Ricochet lost to 24/7 champion Riddick Moss during an episode of Monday Night Raw. So the question is, why would the rising star Ricochet lose 2 title matches in a row in embarrassing fashion? The answer is now pretty clear, as Vince McMahon doesn't believe that Ricochet has what it takes to be a major superstar in the company because of how small he is. And because of this, Ricochet is now rumored to be headed back to NXT. And although this is not the best news for Ricochet fans, him returning to NXT will ensure that he will be immediately placed into the main event picture, and he will no longer be embarrassed on Monday Night Raw, as Triple H truly believes that Ricochet has what it takes to be a major superstar, unlike what Vince McMahon thinks. WWE is starting to fear AEW because now there are new rumors that AEW will be signing 2 former WWE wrestlers in the coming weeks. Matt Hardy recently announced that his contract with WWE has run out and he is now a free agent. Word is going around that Matt Hardy will be signing with AEW, but Matt Hardy will not be the only former WWE wrestler who joins AEW. Luke Harper is very close to signing with AEW as well. John Morrison and The Miz recently won the SmackDown Tag Team titles at the Super Showdown pay-per-view, but the night after, on Friday Night SmackDown, it was announced that Miz and Morrison will be defending their newly won tag team titles at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in a men's tag team Elimination Chamber match. WWE has no plans to take the titles off of The Miz and John Morrison anytime soon, which means that Miz and Morrison will be retaining their tag team titles at Elimination Chamber 2020. And after Elimination Chamber, they will start a new feud with the Usos, which will lead to a match with the Usos challenging Miz and Morrison for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 36. As of late, there has been multiple suspensions in WWE due to the wrestlers violating the wellness policy, including such wrestlers as Samoa Joe, Andrade, and Robert Roode. But very soon, another big name will be suspended, none other than the current Universal Champion, Goldberg. But luckily for Goldberg, it will all be part of a scripted storyline in order to heighten the tension in the lead-up for his WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns. Goldberg will be suspended for 2 weeks due to hitting Roman Reigns with a Universal title and severely injuring him. Vince McMahon decided on doing a Goldberg suspension storyline in order to make sure that Roman Reigns is cheered and Goldberg is booed, because fans will boo Goldberg because of how he viciously attacked a helpless Roman Reigns. And Vince hopes that fans will completely turn against Goldberg and ensure that Roman Reigns is the fan favorite against Goldberg at WrestleMania 36. And even though Goldberg will be suspended, he will not vacate the Universal title, and Goldberg will remain the Universal Champion going into WrestleMania 36. Another reason for the suspension storyline is because Goldberg will not be able to appear very much on SmackDown during the lead up to WrestleMania due to prior commitments, and also because he only has a set number of appearances that he has to make on his contract. And in order to explain why the Universal Champion is not appearing on TV WWE, they will be able to say is because he's suspended. Luckily, Goldberg's suspension will end the Friday prior to WrestleMania.